Hello and good evening, everyone. I am Nicolai Biron Douglas and I am here to talk about the chapter 4 of Leo, which is Law Enforcement Operation and Planning with Crime Mapping. And to start off, we will be talking about strategic management. So, let us first start with what is strategic management. Strategic management began from the military, which stems from a long time of processing and processing the necessary information and also the planning on how to do this in a proper way. Let us begin with the history. The strategic management began in the military, which from the word strategy actually came from the Greek word strategos, referring to the military general, which is aptly named Stratos, the army, and ago means to lead, hence the word strategy. Strategy management is a set of managerial decisions. When we talk about managerial decisions, this can range from a lot of stuff. But managerial decisions are those that comes from above, meaning that they are necessarily factors that would affect depending on what decision that you do. And actions that determine the long run performance. Remember the word the long run performance. So strategy management is not about just a short term but also in a long term perspective of a corporation. That really depends on what the corporation is. It may be the police or anything. But since in this case we are talking about the police, we will talk about the idea that the strategic management actually stems from the police within the Philippines. It includes environmental scanning. Why? Because environment can vary for a lot of stuff. For example, in the Philippines, which is constantly raining, which is only has two seasons, two most common seasons. Actually, it has only two seasons, which is rainy and incredibly hot. These two seasons can also affect how the strategy should work. And for example, in rural areas, for example, what is this? There we go. Strategy formulation. For example, one of the best examples of this is on rural areas. Rural areas are typically areas that we cannot go on with vehicles, so we'll have to use something else, which is necessary for either foot patrol or either with a horse or anything that we could use for our advantage in such cases. We also have strategy implementation. When we talk about the word implementation and strategy, how do we implement such strategy for it to work in a proper way and we can actually benchmark that strategy into a better and more suitable for the situation? Excuse me. And evaluation and control. What do we mean by evaluation? Evaluation means we are going to check whether or not what we did was actually correct. Now, in control, in the easiest sense, control means you can control where the direction goes. However, in strategy management, there is also what we call adaptability. And adaptability is a necessary factor for someone to formulate this strategy to decide in a way that you are fluid and also flexible enough to do this strategy in a more efficient and effective way. Now, it is the art, science of formulating, implementing, and evaluating cross-functional decisions. What do we mean by cross-functional? Meaning that one decision can also affect the other decision. That's what we mean about cross-functional decisions that enable an organization to achieve its objective. The purpose is to exploit and create new different opportunities for tomorrow. When we say exploit and create new opportunities, meaning that we are constantly still learning how to formulate such an idea so that we can be much more efficient on what is necessary to do. Remember that strategy doesn't always just stem from one idea, but it comes from a multitude of collective ideas that can really help a group or a corporation to be more and more efficient from each time goes on. Remember that time, technology, any factors that can affect your strategy will change from time to time. And there is no such thing as a static strategy. It cannot work. It is a process through which organization analyze and learn. Like I've said before, this is a constant and a dynamic factor for strategic management. From their internal and external environments. What do we mean by internal? Why is internal here and external? Simple. internal environments, meaning that we can be the problem of our strategy, and especially the outside, which is far more common, really depending on what type of situation you are in. We also have to establish strategic direction. When we talk about strategic direction, we are going on a proper way, not just zigzagging on multiple directions or just making up decisions on the fly. That is not effective. We need to find ones that are incredibly effective so that we can replicate it, we can improve it, and then we can formulate another strategy from said decision. It also creates strategies that are intended to help achieve established goals. When we talk about achieved and established goals, we mean that there are some goals that are already there, but we need to efficiently produce more and more good results and execute those strategies, all in the effort of satisfying key organizational stakeholders. When we talk about key organizational stakeholders, these are necessary are the necessary people who actually make the decision, or if not, stakeholders can also be something that is necessary depending on how the value of it. But the most common, when we talk about stakeholders, these are typically people who will benefit from your strategy. In the case of the police, it is the people. So I will pass this on to the next reporter, and he will be talking about the benefits of strategy management. So I thank you for listening. I hope you had your books the whole time, and I hope you were sitting comfortably, drinking a water, and so on. Thank you again so much for watching, everybody. I'll see you all later.
So, good day, ma'am, and I'm Benisip Bihista. My topic for today is strategic management. So, strategic management came from the Greek word strategios or ago, or it means to lead the army. And strategy management is a set of managerial decisions and actions that determines the long-run performance of a corporation. So this is a set of action that it aims for the future or a long-run goals. So that's all, ma'am. Thank you.
So, good day everyone. Ako ang mag-report sa strategy formulation. So, ang strategy formulation is the development of long-range plans for the effective management of environmental opportunities and threats. In light of corporate strengths and weaknesses, it includes defining mission, specifying achievable objectives, developing strategies, and setting policy guidelines. So, mo ni siya ang process of making a plan to achieve goals. Ang sabutan ni is kanang magbuhat og smart o clear plans para ma-improve ang police work and para sa public safety. And also, understanding the situations such as kanang lack of police officers or equipment, and thinking of possible solutions. So, ang best strategy is mauna siya ang mapili. Based na siya sa realistic o effectivity. Then, ang sunod is kanang step-by-step plan ang mabuhat. So, Marta, thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I am Jessamine Guzon, and I will be discussing the strategy implementation. Strategy implementation is the process by which strategies and policies are put into action through the development of programs, budgets, and procedures. So, ang kanilang strategy implementation is muna siya ang action phase. It's where the plans and strategies developed earlier are put into operation. So, diba sa first is ang katong strategy formulation. And then, so karon na siya, and move ta ito next step is man siya nga i-implement na to ang katong formulate na to nga mga strategies. So according to Hanger and Whelan, this involves creating programs, budget, and procedures, possibly changing the culture, structure, or management system of the organization. And second paragraph, strategy implementation also involves designing appropriate organizational structures and control systems to put organization chosen strategy into action. So, kani siya, this is according to Charles Mills and Garrett Jones. Kani siya is katong more i-designing mo kung unsa jud ang nabagay gud na katong i-implement ninyo nga para siya kanang good siya sa atong inyong plano ninyo nga iyang ano is mas successful siya. So, next is the objective of strategy implementation. First is the establishing annual objects. So, kani siya is short-term goals that guides yearly performance. So, the second, devising policies. Kani siya is rules to ensure consistency and decision-making. Then, number 3, motivating employees. Kani is ensuring the staff are committed to the plan. And then, lastly is allocating resources. And kani siya is distributing time, money, and personnel effectively. So, mga siya guys. Thank you and bye.
Good morning everyone. So I am Catherine Miller Choco. So manaman sa strategy formulation no. So pag ito yung formulation, muna siya ang planning stage. Pag ito yung implementation, muna siya ang action stage. So next is the strategy evaluation. So ano yung strategy evaluation? Kay muna yung second stage. So diri nagka-check ang mga police, hindi nila gina-compare, hindi nila gina-evaluate. If ang ilahan gibuhat nga kanang plan, so ano yung gibuhat na action is nahitabo ba or na-meet ba nila ilahang goal or mga objectives. So, na yung mga objectives of strategy evaluation, no, first is reviewing internal and external factors that are basis of current strategy. So, kanina, gina-review nila, pabingan ng internal, matawang sa budget, mga financial ba, mga kwarta ba, nagamit ba nila sa tama ang kuan, nagpapalit ba sila og mga patrol cars or sa pagdaraa. Pag may tayo external, mga problems, so mas kung gano'n ganina, if na-meet ba nila ang objectives, na-lessen ba ang crime sa daraa ng lugar or daraa na city o sa pagdaraa. So, measuring performance, so gina-compare nila, for example, sa wala pa sila nabuhat kay 50% ang so na crime rate. So, nara sa action is na-lessen na, like na lang 10% or 5%. So, the third one is taking corrective actions. So, pag may natawag taking corrective actions, if there is a measuring performance, is wala sila na kuan, wala sila ganahin, or wala sila na, sa term na, wala sila na kampante ba, or kulang nila gibuha. So, there is a taking corrective action. So, pwede nila i-correct, or pwede na dumagan, or pwede na usabunan nila gibuhat na mga actions or mga plans. So, that's all,
Good
ma'am.
morning everyone. So I'll be presenting the Balance Scorecard and my name is Fix Palaguna. So what is Balance Scorecard? It is an integrated framework for describing strategy through the use of linked performance measured in 4 balance perspectives. Una is its financial, customer, internal process, and employee learning and growth. So in the Philippines, National Police, it was modified to resource management, learning growth, and process excellence and community. So, Kining Balance Scorecard is with a strategy map, is a strategic management to the place and organization and strategic objectives and operational activities. So, nag-provide siya mga framework aligning sa day-to-day work and with overall strategy and measuring performance across the 40 of purpose yung 4 na objectives. So, which is ang financial, customer, internal process, and employee, learning and growth. So, the Balance Scorecard acts as a measurement system, strategic management system, and communication tool. So, nani siya yung perspective. So, which is a perspective is a grouping of objects and metrics within a scorecard. So, dili mabutang ang kuan kung upat ka buok sa financial, customer, process improvement, o organization and people. So pwede siya ma-customize to the organization with the perspective and interconnected with a cause and effect relationship with the driving toward the desired outcome. So, perspective, processes, and cause and effect. So, muna siya, no? So, kaya mga perspective niya din ay connected niya sa mga sa influence to through each other, working together, and to achieve the desired outcome. And that's all, ma'am. Thank you.
I am the next reporter. I am Lodal P. Ibag. Ang akong i-discuss karon is all about scorecard. Scorecard is a performance management tools used to track and progress toward the goals outlined in the PNP Patronal Plan. So, ang scorecard po daw mo ang strategic management tools sa PNP to monitor and evaluate sa ilang performance. Like, ang ilang plan is nagakandak og checkpoint para ma-minimize nila ang nagasulod o nagabaligya o drugs. Dara nila makitaan sa scorecard kung effective ba to ilang plan. Dara po nila ma-evaluate kung ang ilang mga plan ba kay naabay kailangan ihawa, kailangan magstay ba o kailangan ba nila i-improve kato na plan. Dara nila makitaan sa scorecard. And also, ang scorecard po daw kay gi-adapt lang na sa PGS, means Performance Governance System.
Good day, ma'am. My name is Dom Wenzel T. Jordan. My report is all about the objectives of Balanced Scorecard. The first is it describes what must be done well to implement the strategy. So an objective clearly states what the organization needs to focus on in order to achieve its goals. So it answers the question, what should we do excellently to move closer to our mission? For example, if a company's strategy is to become more competitive, a key objective might be improve product quality because quality is essential to staying ahead of competitors. Number 2 is it's written as a verb noun statement. Example is to exceed revenue target, increase mobility. Objectives are action oriented, which means they are written using action verbs followed by a result or goal. This structure makes the objective clear, measurable, and focused. Example include reduce customer complaints, expand market reach, strengthen employee engagement. Using verb noun phrasing avoids vague statements like customer services and instead makes it goal driven like improve customer service. Number 3 is represent key elements of strategic plan. Objectives are not random tasks. They are directly tied to the organization's overall strategy. They help to translate big, long-term strategies into specific, actionable steps. For example, if the strategy is become the top online retailer in the region, the objectives might include increased website traffic, enhance delivery speed, grow online customer base. So those are the examples. Number 4 is the objectives can be linked and cascaded to different units or departments. Objectives set at the top level can be broken down and assigned to different departments or teams. This is called cascading, and it ensures that everyone is working toward the same strategic goals. For example, company level objective: increase customer satisfaction. Customer service team resolves customer issues within 24 hours. Sa IT department, it improves help desk system performance. So those are the objectives of what we call this balanced scorecard.
Strategic map. Strategic map is a visual representation of an organization's strategy. It shows how each objective contribute to achieving the organization mission and vision. It clearly outlines cause and effect relationship between objectives across the 4 perspectives. It serves as a guide for aligning resources and action with the strategic priorities. So, a strategic map includes perspective, sample, finance, customer, process, learning, and growth. So, objective, measures, targets, and strategic initiatives. The strategic map is a visual guide that connects an organization's daily work to its long-term goals. It shows how different objectives across areas like finance, customer service, operations, and learning are interconnected, and it helps the organization move in the right direction.